Okay, let's proceed. Conferences. The Digital Commons platform supports conferences and events. We put one of ours up here. As you can see, presentations can be listed by day, or they can be listed by theme. We've got the download map on this as well. Let's take a look at one of these presentations. You see the author links here. These, if you were to click any one of these, it would pull together all the articles or documents that have been authored by that author, not just in WMU, but in any of the Digital Commons platforms in the academic network. Here you have the metadata. We have some customization capabilities here, depending on the collection or document type. But that is handy for searches and for making browse lists. And then you have the links to works in the same discipline. We've only assigned one discipline here, but you can assign many more. And again, this is across the entire Digital Commons network. So if we were to click this link, we would see a network of 99 institutions, 4,700 authors, over 3,700 full-text articles with 401,000 downloads. And that's the network. That's the power of the Digital Commons network. Okay, let's look real quick at our dissertations. We have put 487 dissertations, by far our best downloaded collection. The dissertations are just those that were, quote, born digital from 1999 onward. We will later, we hope to have a scanning project to get the rest of them. But these have already proven to be quite popular with global download statistics that are quite impressive. As you can see, you can browse by year. You can also browse dissertations by specialization. There's a search feature in Maritime Commons. You can search the text as well as the metadata, author, title, etc., date. In the dissertation series, that's what they call a collection. You can also search the same across all documents in Maritime Commons, all the repositories that we host, and you can search text and metadata throughout the entire Digital Commons network, all 398 institutional repositories. Collections can be organized under departments or groups, which in Maritime or in Digital Commons terminology is called community. Let's take a look at one of the libraries collections is reports. A lot of our collections in the library will be IP restricted or password protected because we might have permission to share internally, but not with the entire world. We still need a place to host this stuff, and we're getting a fairly large collection of these kind of commercially purchased documents that we had permission to store, and nowhere convenient to store them and put them all together in a searchable interface like this. We also collect open access content as well, things you can find on the open web, but we've pulled them together. Even if we don't necessarily upload the document, we will at least create metadata and a link to the place you can find it on the internet so that our users have a more convenient place to go for this kind of content. Departments can, in their research groups, they can manage their own digital collections, and we are happy to assist in that, but ultimately we hope to build a self-help system. Here's the Marissa Journal publications, just one of their collections under Marissa. Okay. Maritime Commons is going to support extensive data formats. Most of it's going to be PDFs, but we can collect just about any kind of digital object and share it with whom we want or to the entire world. And we can customize metadata for different groups and different collections. In addition to collections, we can host journals, conference proceedings, and ebooks. Digital Commons hosts 1,142 e-journals, and the system has built-in workflows for peer review. Of those 1,142, 30 of those journals are subscription-based, and here's an example where you click the link and you end up hitting a paywall. However, the rest of the 1,142 e-journals are open access. There are 246 e-journals that are peer-reviewed. Let's take a look at the California Law Review that's hosted on the Digital Commons platform. This is the University of California, Berkeley Law School publication. And as you can see, it looks a lot like what you would see in Springer or Science Direct. Here's your editorial information. There's the submission policies. You can search just in this journal. You can also browse all issues. Let's just take a look at one here, and let's take a little bit closer look at what's going on with this this metadata and this presentation here. As you can see, there's links to the authors. Note that they come from two different institutions. Now, if you were to click Kate's or Jason's, you would see all the articles pulled together that they have written that are listed with any repository and not just their home networks. And like I say, note the different institutions that they represent. There's a ResearchGate-like feature which users can choose to follow and get notified whenever there's new publications. There's the links to the disciplines, which again go across all the repositories in the network. So let's take a quick look at the Internet Law Commons. And as you can see, quite impressive. It represents 95 institutions. There are nearly 2,500 authors with nearly 3,000 full-text articles that have almost 1.5 million downloads. So this is the network, the Internet Law Commons, as it's referred to in Digital Commons parlance. Okay, there's the download link, and there's the total number of downloads, which you will see on each article in the repository. More than 850 conferences and events have been hosted on the Digital Commons platform, as have several hundred ebooks. WMU can host as many e-journals, conference proceedings, and ebooks as it wants at no additional cost. And what is that cost? Well, it's $13,500 US per year. Now, right now, that's sponsored by a donation from DNVGL for the e-library, and we hope to continue this for the next several years. What do we get for the price? Well, we get flexibility. It's up to us what goes on the Digital Commons platform. We have peer-reviewed scholarship if we want it. We have open access, or we can restrict content. We can put up memorabilia, yearbooks, and class photos. There are some institutions which are actually putting up their government documents and committee minutes. I'm not convinced that's the best use or the best technology for such documents. But to each his own, and it does support this if that's the way we want to go. So you got the flexibility. You also have capacity, and that's just very simple. Unlimited storage, unlimited documents, unlimited collections. So in addition to flexibility and capacity, we have reach. What am I talking about with reach? Well, very simple. Just the last article we looked at, in less than 2 years, over 3,000 downloads. And in addition to flexibility, capacity, and reach, we also have access. I consider access to be the complement to reach. Access means that it's cheaper for us. We have reach